Hello and welcome to Men Behind the Curtain, the podcast about everything and nothing all at once. I am Pitt.
And I'm Eli. I hope y'all are doing well. If you're in Ohio, we've had a little bit of a warm up. Looks like it's going to be like 50 some odd degrees on Christmas if you celebrate that, which,
Yeah.
Oh, but global warming's a hoax.
Well, blessed Yule to everyone out there that celebrates the actual reason for this season, or Saturnella for all the others out there. For all you Christians, yeah, we'll just stand up here.
Yep. Yeah, I love it.
Stop stealing my fucking holidays.
Well, no, my favorite one, I was trying to talk to somebody one time. I don't remember if this was something on my TikTok, and I'm like, I was talking about Easter, and we're like, and I'm like, you understand that they stole Easter, right? I'm like, do you understand what it was for? Like, this is why the rabbit is the quote unquote mascot of Easter, because It was a holiday about fucking.
Yeah, fertility, and rabbits are one of the most fertile creatures in nature. So,
yeah, which also, if you go by the Chinese zodiac, me and my wife are both rabbits, which that makes a lot of sense when she got pregnant at 17.
Well, I happen to be a rabbit as well.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, I have enough to field a basketball team.
Actually, yeah, I used to say that. You remember AJ, right, up in Springfield?
Yeah,
because they have 4 kids, and one time, for some reason, I thought that they had 5, and I said, like, y'all got a little basketball team up there, and his wife was like, "Don't be over here giving us extra kids."
Yeah, it sounds like something Athena would say.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of crap in the background I can see over here. It's like, yeah, that's not a good look, but whatever. I don't give a fuck.
But also, just a real quick thing while we were talking about it, for any other holidays, if you're Jewish, happy Hanukkah. If you celebrate Kwanzaa, happy that. And just whatever the fuck else, happy holidays, because it's okay to say happy holidays, for fuck's sake.
Well, that's what gets me, is like, if you actually look at the word holidays, holy day is in there. And, so when somebody gets upset because they say Merry Christmas and somebody replies back Happy Holidays and they get pissed off, it's like, guess what? They're actually wishing you more than what you were wishing them, because they're talking about a plural. So, and you're only talking about one day that isn't the actual birth date of your apparent savior.
Well, my favorite one, I don't know if I've said it on here before, but it was the war on Christmas will continue until it respects the treaties and sticks to its designated month. So I'm good with that, especially, like, I found in one of my memories on TikTok, I think it had to have been a year. It was a year, maybe 2 years ago, because I've been at this house for 2 years now. But it was like the day after Thanksgiving. And I was like, we put up the good fight, but we can hold her back no longer.
Yeah, that just needs to disappear all completely. Yeah.
The thing is that I don't even think that it's a bad song. I really don't. It's just, Jesus Christ, can we stop? Can we play something else? Fuck.
Well, I disagree with you there. I think it's a horrible fucking song.
I mean, look, I will be honest, and I might be a little bit biased, because even though she's not what she used to be, I still love Mariah Carey. Like, fantastic singer. Like, I loved a lot of her music, especially as a kid. So maybe I'm being a little biased here. I'll admit that. But yeah, it's too much. It has been too much for a long fucking time.
So that actually brings us to a catastrophe, and I think we answered this last week. But I love 269, your stalker, your friend. Just wanted to know what your favorite Christmas song was, and I believe we spoke about it the other week.
That's question. No, I think we talked about a favorite Christmas movie. I think is what we were
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about.
possibly. It was
Because
favorite Christmas something.
yeah, because I mentioned Jingle All the Way because I was like, it's not a good
Yeah.
movie, but it is an entertaining movie, which are not mutually exclusive, y'all. Like sometimes a shitty movie is still funny because it's a shitty movie. But um honestly, I have literally my entire life, I've always found so much enjoyment in Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
Of all the seriously?
Yes.
Fuck. Oh.
Like the first time I heard it as a kid, and mind you, it was the first time I heard it. I went into this blindly. I just busted out fucking laughing. And the more I really thought about the lyrics, it was like, y'all didn't like Grandma, did you?
No, mine. I don't think I have a favorite one, but I mean, I love Weird Al's Christmas at Ground Zero. His The Night Santa Went Crazy. I also love Bob and Doug McKenzie's 12 Days of Christmas and Cheech and Chong's Christmas story. You know, the choir singing the 12 Painful Days of Christmas, and even the acapella group Straight with No Chaser doing their rendition of 12 Days of Christmas / Africa. So I don't have a favorite one. So I don't have necessarily a favorite Christmas song. For one, I do not celebrate Christmas. I celebrate Yule, which, as we record this, has begun today. So there's 12 days of holiday for me, and everybody else can piss off because I get 12 days.
Although, as an honorable mention, Adam Sandler's The Hanukkah Song is pretty fucking entertaining.
Oh, it's very entertaining. And I'm glad that our Jewish friends finally have a Hanukkah song other than dreidel.
Yeah. I got on a really big Adam Sandler kick in like around middle school, and I was listening to a bunch of his all comedic albums. And like, honestly, some of those were fucking hilarious. Some of them were kind of dumb, which I think it's not always going to be a winner. The very first one I ever heard as a kid was the Ode to My Car. Have you heard that one?
I'm not sure. I may have.
He literally is just talking about having like the worst fucking car ever. I'm going to drop a link below here, but like, it's the first song that I ever heard. I had to be like maybe 8-9 years old at the time. When you're that young, your bar is pretty low. And honestly, it was one of those things that the more he was cussing, the funnier I found it, which as an adult doesn't make any fucking sense. I say that as I said fuck for no reason in the sentence. But yeah, I'm just gonna go with that Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer because it was funny to me, and it's a little bit nostalgic, I guess.
When I at that age, yeah, I may have found it funny, but going forward in time, it's been like this is pain to my ears.
I will have to check out the Weird Al songs though, because I think I've heard of them, but I have not heard them.
And yeah, best Christmas songs ever. In the listing that I just gave.
Well, and as we've talked about before, like with Weird Al, like honestly, comedic value aside, because I do think that Weird Al is hilarious. Like he is actually like underrated as a talent because of the amount of genres he has had to do well.
Yes.
Like he doesn't half-ass it. Like no, he does fucking Riding Dirty with Chameleon or Lose. Was it Lose Yourself? It was an Eminem song. I think it was Lose Yourself. Like he does it, and he does it well. Like not everybody can do that.
Yeah, there's a story about the Dare to Be Stupid song from that album, and I believe it was Transformers as well. So it's in the style of Devo. It's not a parody; it's an original song, but he's copying, that style. And a couple members of Devo were like, "How did you get that sound? We've been trying to get that particular sound for years. What did you do?" So it's great when you can see somebody take something in somebody else's style, and I don't want to say do it better, but do it just as good, or almost make it like it's your own style.
Yeah. I mean, if they were asking, how did you get that sound that we've been trying to do? that's a hell of a compliment.
Yeah.
So yeah. Um,
So I love 269. Follow that up with another question, and I'm guessing the majority of these are directed towards you. But so they want to know, what do you want to find under your Christmas tree the most on Christmas morning?
um, if I can find it before the kids wake up, um, I would absolutely fucking love having a woman just gift wrapped under there. And actually, let me see because I was joking about this the other night. Hang on, because I'm gonna see if I can. There's a very specific picture that I'm looking for, and I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Is it suitable for work?
Yeah, um, yeah, It's not on here. So last night, as you like, I talk about all the time. Obviously, I'm a wrestling fan. I was watching. I said last night, but Friday night. So they started doing a few like little Christmas themes and stuff like that. And there's one wrestler, Nia Jax. She had a more Christmas themed outfit. She had like the little frills on her neck, and she likes to have like the sheer bodysuit, and it was kind of a titty window there a little bit. And I'm like, yeah, she's absolutely looking like a gift I would want to unwrap. I can't find the picture that I wanted, but for those of y'all who don't know who that is or what she looks like, this is Nia Jax, and like
She looks like Jennifer Lopez.
I can actually kind of see that. Some of it depends on her hairstyle, but like you can see she's a little bit bigger, but I don't give a fuck. That's one thing is that wrestling has taught me I don't have a type. but yeah, so it doesn't have to be Nia Jax specifically, but yeah, if I found a woman just like we'll say hogtied under the tree with gift wrap, that is a good way to set my morning off right.
And it could be illegal in some states too.
Depends on consent.
You want the bow as well? Candy canes in specific places?
Yeah, as far as where the bow goes, I guess that depends on how she's positioned. We'll put it that way. Like, if she's face down, we could put the bow on her ass. If she's like on her side, like, you know what? I'm going down into a rabbit hole. Let's.
Well, the only thing I want to find under the tree is a nice pair of Sennheiser headphones. That's the only thing I want under the tree. So, and I know I love 269 doesn't give a shit about what I have to say.
Honestly, I will say something for that though is especially lately with us, doing the recordings, I'm doing the audiobook and everything. I am now starting to actually see the value in if I get a good pair of headphones, because sometimes when I'm listening back to some of my recordings, there's a very, very, very tiny bit of something in the background. These that I spent like 15, $20 on barely catch it. But if I got some high-end, like $80 headphones, I probably would hear it much clearer. So I can actually see some value.
I love how $80 is the high end you went to when I'm sitting here dropping a $400 set of headphones.
I was going to say that I'm aware of like $300 headphones and shit like that. But for my purposes, 80, like honestly, 80 is a lot of fucking money for what I need.
Because I was using the Beats, and unfortunately, after about 10 years, the padding broke down and doesn't seal as well as it should. So I'm back to using the same headphones that I borrowed from my sister when I first got into radio. These things are about 30, 35 years old, yet they still work on occasion.
And that right there is the thing about planned obsolescence, because remember when our parents used to have a fucking refrigerator for 40 fucking years and it was fine? Yeah. And nowadays we don't have it. Like your fridge breaks down after like maybe 12 years on a good end. Yep, that is planned obsolescence, and Chris Rock described that perfectly. It was like, you mean to tell me you can make a spaceship that can withstand 10,000 degrees, but you can't make an El Dorado where the fucking bumper don't fall off? Man has a point.
All right, and since we're on the Christmas thing, we'll just go right into it. So one of these things must go. And this is, of course, the Yule edition. And since we did Christmas movies last week and we are talking about Christmas songs, we're going to go right back into Christmas movies. And one of these Christmas movies must go.
Alrighty.
Elf. Home Alone.
Okay.
The Santa Claus. And Jingle All the Way.
So it's really between Elf and the Santa Claus for me. And the reason, like I mentioned Jingle All the Way being a favorite, so obviously that's safe. I mentioned I have to make my son watch Home Alone 1 and 2. So, but here's the thing. I'm not really a big fan of Will Ferrell as a comedian. I'm not saying that he's a bad comedian or I'm not insulting him, but his brand of comedy is not my thing. He has like a couple of movies that I enjoy. Elf is not among them. However, fuck Tim Allen. Like, I think I'm gonna have to say I'm getting rid of the Santa Claus, and that hurts a little bit for me to say because I did enjoy the movie when I was a kid. I enjoyed a lot of what Tim Allen has done. I still enjoy Toy Story, but Tim Allen is a shitty person. So yeah, I'm getting rid of it off of that alone.
Mine goes the opposite direction. Home Alone can fuck right off.
Now, if you get rid of the first one, do we lose the second one?
Yes.
And
the third one and the fourth one.
3 onward can just die in a fire.
They could all fuck off. Honestly, I couldn't. And it might be an age thing because by the time I saw the movies, I was, late teens, early 20s. So to me, it was, no, fuck off. For one, I mean, come on. How bad of a parent do you have to fucking be to not realize that your child is not with you in tow on the fucking plane and whatnot, particularly when you're the the penultimate to the youngest child,
Not once, but twice.
Yeah. So horrible fucking parenting at that. Number 2, the majority of what he uses to take on the wet bandits. I'm sorry. Those guys were dead after like maybe 3 or 4 of the little traps set, realistically. Yes,
yeah.
It was funny to see things happen to these guys and whatnot. But at the same time, it's like, dude, just go in your dad's room, get the fucking shotgun.
Yeah. And I can actually give you a little bit of grace for that because I saw somebody post about this a while back. They watched for the first time as an adult Hocus Pocus, and I watched Hocus Pocus as a kid. Most people did, and you watch it as an adult, and it does rely very heavily on nostalgia. And if you don't have that nostalgia to lean on, it's really not a great movie. Don't come for me, okay? Like, look at this movie objectively. Is it really that good of a movie if you watch it with new eyes as an adult?
No.
Like.
All right, and our next one of these things must goes to cookies.
Okay.
Buckeyes. Chocolate chip. Peanut butter cookies. And butter cookies.
Oh, butter cookies easily. Like I was
really?
Expecting this to be yeah. Well, first of all, I have a thing about peanut butter, so Buckeyes and peanut butter cookies, I kind of have to keep both of those. And a chocolate chip is just like a classic. Now, if you'd have said a sugar cookie for the fourth one, that would have been a little harder.
All right, let's take out butter cookies and go with sugar cookies.
That is going to be a little bit more difficult. I would probably have to let the Buckeye go because I still have the peanut butter cookie. And if you want to argue with me, like if you've ever had like the Meyer Bakery sugar cookies, those are fucking good.
For me, sugar cookies would be fucking gone off that list. Now, if you add butter cookies back in, chocolate chip gone.
So let me ask, what like which ones are you thinking about? Because when you say butter cookies, I'm thinking of them fucking things like in the tin can. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yes. However, if you've ever had them actually made by somebody, a lot fucking different.
I haven't.
So yeah. Tin cans, all right. Box ones, little stale. Freshly made butter cookies, because you actually have, when they make the dough, they actually have to roll it and then they let it sit in the fridge to set up. And then they're cut and then they're cooked while they're still cold. So they are soft, but they have the butter and the butter flavoring and the sugar and a little bit of salt to it as well.
Now that would actually be worth trying. So if I'd had that before, my answer might change a little bit. But I have to go based on my previous experience. So unfortunately, it's still that. So we're gonna have to agree to disagree on this one.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm getting rid of chocolate chip cookies because nobody can make them right. You either have too many chocolate chips in there, you don't have enough chocolate chips, they're not fluffy enough. If you give me a crispy fucking chocolate chip cookie, I'm going to throw it right back at you.
I can kind of agree with that because like even if we make them like homemade sometimes, or even not even homemade, even if you get the fucking Pillsbury dough roll thing,
Yeah.
like it's so easy to end up with like the chocolate chips like in just the wrong spot, and then this chip over here melts while the rest of the cookie is like it is easy to fuck up. I will grant you that.
Yeah. Now, if you give me just chocolate chip cookie dough without the chocolate chips, now we're talking.
I know once I think UDF actually sells, because you're not technically supposed to eat cookie dough because salmonella risk.
Fuck off! I'm eating it anyway.
It doesn't stop literally anyone. However, I think UDF or someplace like I've seen where they sell quote unquote edible cookie dough, which I guess is safe cookie dough. Which, all right, that's cool. It didn't deter me already, but that's nice.
Edible cookie it's already fucking edible. I mean, yes, it may have raw egg in it, but who gives a fuck? Name me one fucking person on this fucking planet that is going to sit there and say no.
Right. Actually, no, what you just made me think of, because what I was about to say, like when you said it's edible, like it was like, yeah, literally anything is edible if you're brave enough. But no, what I thought about, have you ever watched?
So edible and dildos are pretty much the same thing.
Yes. But no, have you ever watched The Amazing World of Gumball?
I know of it.
So first of all, this show was apparently originally supposed to be on Adult Swim, which makes a lot more sense when you see some of the jokes. But the dad on there, Richard is so fucking hilarious. He's like, anything is edible if you deep fry it enough. He took this dude's fingers and dipped it in oil, and then I was wrong.
But yeah, that's all I had for the one must go. Just a little holiday. Get the fuck out of here. Segment.
Yeah, I mean, hey, at the end of the day, like the holiday in and of itself means kind of more or less like fuck all to me. But it's time off of work. Like my daughter's out of school right now, so like the family is together. Like that's nice. Like Thanksgiving, I don't give two shits about Thanksgiving, but I got 2 days off of work.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's Thanksgiving really doesn't matter. I mean, yes, I get to spend time with the kids and the family and stuff like that, and I get to cook up a huge fucking spread. Christmas, I don't care because it's Christmas. It's not it's not Yule. It's not the 12 days I celebrate. So And pretty much anything else after that, other than like Halloween, can like or Samhain can fuck right off. I, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't care about St. Patrick's Day. I'm not fucking Irish, So
Oh, speaking of that, though, I do want to point out because now in our case, the timing is very coincidental because my son's birthday is the day after Christmas. But it was a comedian one time. He pointed this out. Irish people love to act all fucking self-righteous, or that's probably not the word that I want, but they like to brag that, oh, we have a lot of Christmas babies. And he's like, the reason you have a lot of Christmas babies is because you're Irish, and that's 9 months after St. Patrick's Day.
It's possible. It's very possible.
He's got a point.
And T got pregnant at 17. So what were you guys doing illegally?
Well, I'll put it this way. So my daughter's birthday is mid-November, and I genuinely pray that she does not do the math to figure out what 9 months prior to that was.
So it was a good Valentine's Day.
Yes, it was. Yeah, we figured that out like at her, I think her first ultrasound. They're like, oh, it looks like it was like right around Valentine's Day. We're like, yep, that figures.
Like, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
And I think that was a weekend too.
What kind of car was it?
Oh no, we didn't. No.
Okay. Is that the one you're gifting to your daughter? Be like, and here's the car you were conceived in.
No, back then I wasn't even driving yet. No, our parents were way more trusting than they should have been, and just let us go off in our rooms. Which, in hindsight, why the fuck did you let us do that?
What could go wrong?
I guess my parents thought I was smarter than that, which under normal
I'm sorry.
Under normal circumstances, I would say I am smarter than that. But however, when you put a 17-year-old kid and sex is easily accessible, they're not turning it down.
Yeah, I agree with that. I had to think. It's like, well, because I was 17 when I lost my virginity, so.
I think the only time that I did, and like it's more because it was before me and her were together. We were in high school, and this one chick, like, she was kind of like basically was trying to like kind of pull me away, like in between classes or whatever. But the problem is, like, I was nervous, and she did this in front of every fucking body, and like I'm like, if you'd have been more subtle, maybe, but like. I was a fucking deer in headlights. Like that's really what happened.
Boobs.
Hey, she didn't flash me. If she'd have done that, maybe.
And that's how you win Eli over. I love 269. So there you
go. Hey, we as men are simple creatures. There's a meme. We've all seen it. It's like, oh, the first time you see him, boobs. The 9,864th time, boobs.
Yeah,
that's true.
Well, secret tip for you women: if you want to win an argument with your man, show him boobs.
It's yeah.
I swear, honestly, I think even if women are arguing with each other, just show them boobs. Like, there are 99.9% of the population, and I'm not going to say a full 100% because there just might be that one strange person out there. So, like, 99.9% of the population love boobs. That includes gay men, gay women, straight men, straight women. Everybody loves boobs.
I was actually about to say that, like, in my experience, like, I have heard gay men talk about this. I have heard straight women talk about this, and everybody likes looking at boobs. Like, I'm sorry. And honestly, and although there are exceptions, because if you've ever seen The Shining, there are exceptions to that rule.
I am sure there is somebody out there that really enjoyed that particular set.
I mean, it was nice, like before the reveal, like when she appeared to Jack Nicholson as a young woman, that was cool. But then when Jack Nicholson saw what she really was, just nah.
Again, I'm pretty sure that there's somebody out there that is enjoying that.
Maybe. I would be surprised if they admitted it publicly. I'll put it that way.
Nursing homes, man. I mean,
That is true. Which again, that not to go off on a tangent, but you mentioning a nursing home, and I'm just thinking about orderlies. Yeah, that video I did a few weeks ago where I was talking about I rewatched Terminator 2. Yeah, that orderly absolutely had that shit coming when Sarah busted his fucking face.
oh yeah.
Like I totally missed that when I was a kid. Like I saw him do that, like when he licks the side of her face, and then like later on when she busts him in the face with the nightstick. But for some reason, every other time that I watched it, I never was like, oh, that's the same dude. Yeah, he deserved that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even like it when the dog licks my face.
Yeah, no.
So, I mean, having another person, if somebody came up and licked my face, I don't know if I would run, freeze and panic, or go to jail for like snapping somebody's neck.
I mean, it really kind of depends because, like, again, I hate to go with another wrestling reference, but this is what's at the top of my mind. If Rhea Ripley licked my face, I'm folding, okay?
Well, if Rhea Ripley licked my face, I'd probably freeze in like, what do I do now? What do I do now? What do I do now? What do I do now?
I would fold so fucking fast.
Pin me.
Yeah. But one thing I was like, I guess we can just go ahead and dive straight into our cunt of the week here. And I don't think that we're going to disagree on this one, but
No,
yeah,
I don't even need you to say it. I already
yeah. This has to go to Donald Trump. Well, actually, for two reasons right now, because there's obviously a cover up with the whole Epstein files going on, but I don't have time to get into that. But yeah, the Hunger Games is not a fucking joke anymore.
Yeah,
we've been an ass hair away from the Handmaid's Tale, and now we're getting the fucking Handmaid's Games. Because what the fuck?
Yeah. So I wonder what district Ohio would fall.
I know that I actually looked it up one time because in the Hunger Games, like it is supposed to be the U.S. like after its collapse and everything. And I think Ohio technically falls in like district, I want to say like 8 or 9, something like that.
We never get the good shit.
Oh yeah, no, and it's fucking wild to me that the capital is basically Colorado. Which, why the fuck would you put it in Colorado? It's too goddamn cold.
It's high.
Parts of it. I mean, yeah, but I mean during the winters they get cold as fuck. But yeah, that was weird to me. But yeah, so if you guys are listening, watching, if you didn't hear the story, so yeah, we are going to have one boy and one girl athlete from every state compete in the quote unquote Patriot Games because this motherfucker he lacks all originality and he just has to put Patriot in front of everything. And although the one place where it does kind of work, I have taken to calling Eagles freedom chickens. But yeah, the fact that this is a thing is like, who the fuck? And first of all, we know that he's in the files. I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole right now because again, we don't have the time. But Pam Bondi fucked up and released a photo of him with a girl, and then quickly deleted it. But the internet is forever, so we still have a picture of that. And like, so y'all are going to put all of these underage boys and girls with him intentionally? Yeah, that I don't see what could go wrong.
It's like a game of Jeopardy. It's like, I'll take what a pedophile will do for 1,000, Alex.
Yeah. And yeah, I speaking of that, I'm just going to throw this out there. So I mentioned this to Pitt about a week ago. So I don't know if y'all happen to see this, like one of our YouTube views, like we had a video a while back, ended up like a shit ton of views on it. Well, it was like about 700, just shy of right now. I figured out what happened. is that we pissed some Trumpies off because apparently we had some downvotes on that video. And the very first part of the
Not
title,
apologizing
at all. Yeah, the very first part of that title was something about Trump and Bubba. So yeah, I think I know why we got so many views. I think we pissed somebody off, and I will do it again.
Yep. Consistently and constantly, day in and day out.
And you ain't gonna do shit about it.
Nope. Just wait till we say next time. That's the whole. Honestly, that's the whole point of this fucking podcast, was not to just be entertaining and whatnot, but it was actually to ruffle fucking feathers and see how far we can push the fucking envelope. Even if anybody knows anything, hence the name Men Behind the Curtain. What's the famous line from The Wizard of Oz where he says, "Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain"? Why do we go with Men Behind the Curtain? Because we don't pay attention to our fucking selves. Why should you?
Although I will say, the episode that we record right after the big, beautiful obituary, I am probably going to record this episode drunk. And I make no apologies.
Why not just do it drunk and stoned?
Honestly, I'll probably a little bit of both. We're in
and
Ohio,
I will be doing it sober. That way I can just keep pushing him down the fucking line.
Which, by the way, is how this whole thing came about, is that I'd be hanging out with him either at his place or at a mutual friend. And I get drunk and I just start rambling, which y'all might have noticed that a couple of months ago when I was high recording. Y'all might have caught that. But yeah, he just keeps fucking feeding me shit to talk about.
And this is what I do.
But yeah, so Donald Trump easily cunt of the week for a multitude of reasons. But yes, the Handmaid's Games is the reason this week. But he has a standing nomination.
Yeah, well, standing nomination, and that's never going to go away. But, you know, honestly, the entire fucking Republican Party is going to have a standing nomination.
Honestly, I just thought of this, and I'm a little bit ashamed that I didn't think about this sooner. Oh my God. I have to redo the cunt of the week thing. I know what I'm going to do. The picture that I put up, it's no longer going to be J.K. Rowling.
It's going to be the...
It's going to be Trump's neck. Oh, God. Oh.
You know, the thing is, though, is that, you know, I kind of feel bad for calling him a cunt, because it's almost like, you know, insulting cunts everywhere, because he lacks the depth and the warmth to be considered a cunt.
Well, here's the thing that I used to joke about, though, is that if he went to jail, and let's be real, even if he didn't win the election, which is still questionable, even if he did not win the election, he was probably never going to go to prison. Let's be real about that. But if he did go to prison, and if he went to a regular prison, like prison, like Oz, are they going to go for his ass or the thrussie?
Oh God.
Somebody's going to do it just for bragging rights.
Well, yes, and here's the question. Even beyond that, which group is taking him in?
Well, I would say the Aryans are probably the ones who would try to protect him, just simply because of the fact that he has touted so many of their talking points.
Yeah, yes, and normally I would agree with that, but he's not the right color.
No, he's not. Although he wouldn't have access to his makeup in prison, so he would revert back.
Maybe he's trying to cover up like the brown spots from like the aging. So
I have actually heard that, like jokes aside, because, you know, we all know that he used to try to be very active in everything. We've seen a picture of him golfing. We've all seen the picture of him shitting his shorts in tennis. And basically the sun is not kind to your skin, especially if you do not wear sun protection or sunscreen, which I guarantee he doesn't. So that's actually one theory that I've heard, is that the fucking orange makeup is a result of him trying to cover up and look normal, which I could actually believe that.
I could believe it. Still doesn't make him look normal
at all.
I mean, it's interesting because you bring up the sun, and as somebody who has had a melanoma removed, somebody who has had skin cancer myself, you know, and I don't go into the sun shirtless or anything like that my entire life. I always put sunscreen on, and I still ended up getting it. So it's one of those things that it's like, why can't we just get lucky and this fucker get it?
You know what that reminds me of? So I've lately been rewatching House on Amazon Prime, which, by the way, House is by far my favorite Sherlock Holmes adaptation. Like, and it's not even questionable. Like, Robert Downey Jr. has a good couple of Sherlock movies. Benedict Cumberbatch is a great fucking Sherlock. He really is. But House, I fucking love that as a
Oh yeah.
Sherlock Holmes adaptation. But towards the later seasons, when Wilson got cancer, spoiler alert. Uh, um, if you haven't seen it, there's an episode where House basically just stays with him. He does in-house chemo for like I think like 48 straight hours or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, and at one point when he's like really like bottom, like rock bottom, he talks about like, if I was you, I could have understood this because you're an asshole. Like this, like I don't get what I did to be such a bad person to deserve this. And first off, ouch. But yeah, in Trump's case, like, come on, where's our karma? God damn it, we've earned it.
She's still on the pole.
Although I still like the South Park episode where Melania is haunting the White House. That is fucking hysterical. Like she literally just randomly pops up in a corner with her wide brim hat, just head down, looking like Kung Lao.
Yeah. So speaking of Melania, I hear there's going to be some kind of fucking television show about her that focuses on her and her time in the White House and whatnot.
I heard about that, and I don't know why. Like I don't know who cares about this. Um, Although this does, I think, answer the question that I've had for years, which is she a hostage or is she an accomplice? And clearly, I would say she's more of an accomplice because she is profiting off of this.
Well, I mean, we already know that she's not a U.S. citizen, or at least wasn't at one point in time. Particularly when Barron was even born, she wasn't a U.S. citizen. So, deport both those fucks.
Yep. Y'all want to get rid of Anchor babies? He's one. I believe all three of his wives were
immigrants. Yes, every single one of his ex-wives were immigrants. And what's funny is every single one of his ex-wives gave birth while they were not a United States citizen.
I mean, are we sure though? Because I'm looking at Eric and Don Jr. and I'm not entirely sure that wasn't a relative. I'm just throwing that out there.
Oh, well, I know you're throwing that out there, but like thinking that it's a relative. Given the intelligence, I would have to say no. He did stick his dick in that.
Although I saw another meme a while back, and goddamn it, if it ain't true, Eric and Don Jr. is basically what if Beavis and Butthead were born rich.
Basically,
they have about the same intelligence level. I would say they have the same problem with scoring, but I mean, I guess when you have that much money, you can just buy, which clearly they've done.
Well, yeah, and I'm pretty sure that the island they used to frequent, they can no longer go to.
Yeah, although it will still forever be fucking crazy to me. During the 2020 election, we were all doing COVID, lockdowns and stuff like that. And then you had Don Jr.'s girlfriend, Kimberly Guilfoyle, I think was her name, shouting at an empty fucking stadium, empty arena, "The best is yet to come." And it's like, blink twice if you need help. And I think she's left him since, if I remember correctly. Like
I don't know. I honestly don't really want to pay attention to any of them, so I try to forget about them as much.
Everything I know about them, I learned against my will. So,
all right, everybody. Well, we want to thank you for being with us on our special Yuletide episode, which is just basically our normal episode, just a little more Yule themed. So, there you go. We're going to take a break for the holidays, and we're going to come right back at you in 2026. So be looking out for some teasers to let you know when the next episode will drop.
Yes, and also keep an eye out because the new episodes of Valmont will be dropping on January 1st. If you are on Patreon, episode 2 is actually dropping in 3 days on the 24th. Or actually, as of when this episode releases, tomorrow. So you can go ahead and look that up if you are on the Patreon, and if you're not, it's $1 a month. So feel free to go ahead and subscribe to that, and you can get all kinds of extra access and stuff like that. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and we will. Well, not next Tuesday, but
We'll see you next time.
yeah. Y'all have a good one.
All right, be you.